So we're talking about meditation. There are thousands of kinds of meditation. We are looking at a book by Pir Vilayat Inayat Khan. The book is called Awakening, a Sufi Experience. In this book, the teacher has listed many different types of meditations, and these are called light practices because there's a lot of visualization using light. This particular one is called, this piece is called Chakras, the Jacob's Ladder of Light. So when you want to meditate, remember to keep your back straight. Remember to do deep breathing, slow deep breathing, and try to relax more and more with every breath, and let go of the past and don't worry about the future. So one of the main purposes of meditation is to be present in the moment and acceptance. It is what it is. Looking at your life and looking at what's happening around you as what is the truth, and accepting things the way they are, which is very different from acceptance. Does not mean that you are saying that somebody is doing something wrong, that it's good. Acceptance meaning accepting that these are the facts, accepting the facts. So you're not accepting lies, and that's not what acceptance means. So this piece is called Chakras, the Jacob's Ladder of Light. Light could be considered the ladder that raises the soul toward its highest ideal. The force that propels us upward on this ladder of realization, however, is what the teacher Inayat Khan calls a passion for the unattainable. The force that propels us upward on this ladder of realization is called a passion for the unattainable. The intense feelings of ecstasy that result from our discovery of our celestial counterpart, and an overwhelming nostalgia to glimpse further visions of the heavenly spheres. Like the fuel that launches a rocket, these emotions help raise our consciousness from one level to another. So light could be considered the ladder that raises the soul upward toward its highest ideal. Like the fuel that launches a rocket, these emotions help raise our consciousness from one level to another. While thus far we have worked with the principle of fluorescence, absorbing visible light from nature and the starry cosmos, there is a different principle called it's called phosphorescence, not fluorescence but phosphorescence, or the ability of the body itself to produce light. This is the metaphysical skill by which we learn to transmute infrared light into visible light and even ultraviolet light. It is a function found in nature, from fireflies that emit light to those animals that don't have access to sunlight, such as bats in caves and certain species of deep sea fish. In the same way, Inayat Khan, the teacher, taught that meditation allows us to develop faculties that have tremendous potential to open the doors of perception to new levels of consciousness. The secret of ascending the Jacob's ladder of light, of further planes of realization, is that of concentration on the chakras and their corresponding spectrum of colors. This is captured in the image of a flame rising up a chimney. If you have ever observed a flame closely, for example, you will have noticed that the base is red and then it shifts subtly across the spectrum of colors from carmine, orange, gold, yellow, green, blue, violet, and ultimately ultraviolet. To do this practice in the synchrony with the breath, begin by exhaling as long a breath as you are physically able to do. This will enable you to inhale longer, maintaining your concentration on each chakra. So chakra yoga often talks about chakras, and there are images available that you can look at pointing to where exactly the different chakras are, like at the top of your crown, here, the heart chakra, and so on. After a lengthy exhalation, breathe in deeply, imagining that a flame is rising inside you along your spinal cord. Breathe deeply. Imagine that a flame is rising inside you along your spinal cord. The very bottom of your spine glows bright red, like the bottom of the flame. Then the second chakra, or reproductive center, shades into a terracotta color, something like the color of the robes of the Hindu sannyasins. The third chakra, or the solar plexus, flames a bright orange light, which, like the clouds, the bright orange, like the clouds that you see at dawn or sunset. In the fourth chakra, or heart center, the flame burns royally golden, then shifts to a deep emerald green in the fifth chakra, or throat center. Next, transfer your attention to the radiance of your eyes, and in addition to your third eye. The color we perceive is an indication of the frequency of light waves. The frequency of this light of the eyes is sky blue, and the third eye, violet, is located at the center of the forehead, just above and between the eyes. This chakra is associated with the pineal gland, a gland responsive to the light radiating from the center of the galaxy that links you to the evolutionary thrust of the universe. Now, so the pineal gland regulates your, it affects your, it's affected by the sunlight, so it regulates some of your body rhythms. And in yoga and other such practices, this is one of the chakras. Raise your consciousness to the crown center at the top of the head, turning the focalized spotlight of the third eye upward and out through the crown in a radiant arabesque of scintillating ultraviolet light, spraying streams and droplets of light like a water fountain. This is also the location of the pituitary gland. It can be physically stimulated by holding one's breath, then pressing the tip of the tongue up against the roof of the mouth and turning the eyeballs upward. So that's how you can stimulate the pituitary gland. This has the effect of awakening the whole endocrine system. Consequently, the subtle chemistry of your body is now serving as a support system for your realization, transforming the denser cells of your body into those finer cells that are the neurotransmitters, enzymes, and hormones of the autonomic nervous system. In this way, both the physical and subtle bodies have become transformed into a ladder or support system for attaining spiritual realization. So this is called Jacob's Ladder, the chakras of light.